What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the simulator. This is Turbo Talon Golf on YouTube. It is Saturday, the 4th of October, 2025. I've got a couple of hours until my tee time, and I think I'm gonna tackle the SGT Web Tour Winter 2025. It's called Sanderson Farms Championship. I have no idea where they get these names. It's not important. Country Club of Jackson is the course. Let's check out the round. Looks like we're playing 6,300 yard tees, Thursday pins. We got a 5-foot gimme auto putt. I like 5-foot gimmies because it's not a huge gimme circle, but it's still enough to save you a few strokes throughout the round, right? Normal greens, normal fairways, 11 stimp, and the tournament's at about 930 feet above sea level. Let's play. Also of note, I'm trying to get my driver speed up to where I think it should be. Right now I'm working to maintain something between 150 and 160 ball speed. Which I don't think is going to be a huge deal, but obviously some of my shots are a little more offline than I would like them to be, because that's how it works when you're swinging probably too harder than you should be. Okay, this could easily be a course, you know, a few miles from my house. This actually looks a lot like a course called Schneider's Bluff. Jackson, Country Club of Jackson. This looks strangely like Schneider's Bluff. I know it obviously isn't, but now I'm pretty excited to play it. I warmed up a little bit, but let's see if we can unleash the beast here. You can swing as hard as you want. If your ball's not hitting the sweet spot on the driver, you're gonna be spraying right and spraying left. It's just part of the deal. But I'll do the best I can. How about that? Okay, ball speed 145. We're going to be on the edge of the fairway. Got to break some eggs to make some omelets. We'll get up there. 118. I don't know what my 118 club is today. We got some green to play with. Let the putter do some work. This putt's not doing much. "18 feet, playing 19 feet. Can't be leaving birdie looks on the table. HLA wasn't too bad. honestly looks like a course right in the next town over from me. It's pretty neat. Let's swing this driver with authority here. Kind of have to take a different stance than I'm used to. I really don't typically take a very powerful stance. Okay, 149.9, but you can see it's a big slicey sumbee. We'll get there. We'll get there. 100 yards in. What's 100 yards in club here? Okay, we're hitting kind of short. The irons are playing. The irons are playing a little bit short. I'll adjust that. And we are getting no breaks here. Got to get a little bit closer. Want this to die at the cup or it's going to go high, I think. Can't be giving away easy ones like that. That sucks. All right, let's swing the driver again. We want to be between 150 and 160 ball speed here. Yep. Okay, 151, but you can see we've got to work on not coming over the top. SGPRO had to stop and think about what was going to happen when we got that members bounce. Definitely seeing a little more distance here, but now I got to punch out. It's normal rough. SGPRO's having a tough time, or my graphics card is, one or the other. Everything's going right. We've got to work on the coming over the top a little more. I'm probably not a skilled enough golfer to be working on getting ball speed up, but I ain't gonna live forever. And honestly, it's the only way you're gonna survive in these tours with the longer tee boxes, or you're just gonna get bogey after bogey after bogey after bogey. Good putt, good putt. All right, no driver here. I really like this course. It just reminds me of some of the courses down in the valley here in Utah, northern Utah, so I don't hate it. Hell, I might even love it. And I am in no way, shape, or form making any attempt to hit my irons any further. Pulled the hell out of that ball. Okay, mistakes begat mistakes. Let's see if we can get out of here with a bogey. I do believe, despite my best attempt, that ball was still thin. Probably not two par threes back to back. Nope, we went from a par three to a par five. Let's see if we can not come over the top of this ball. Okay, probably gonna have a hard time finding fairways today. I don't think this will be so difficult out on the real golf course because my off shots aren't as prevalent out there. But is what it is. Shit. All right, I guess I didn't get a hold of it. I was supposed to go 225 here, which would have been plenty. Man, that was a good shot too. That sucks. We're not gonna find any fairway. Let's just hit the ball. That sucks. We aim for the middle of the green. It's hard to tell where GS Pro's got you aimed sometimes. Nice and fat, and we were gonna get penalized anyway from GS Pro for being in the rough. We'll get up there. Probably gonna have a few rough rounds while we figure out how to get the driver straight, but I'd like to put the pedal down on driver. This is unfortunately for bogey, it's a double breaker. Let's just get it up near the cup here. in the cup also works. Putting is certainly saving our asses here. High and still bendy, 153 ball speed, and fairway and regulation. We went 260. I'm trying to get my carry up a little, but I'm not mad at 153. I will get there. This is pretty foreign to me. I'm used to just kind of half-assing it. Was a bit of a golf shot there, I suppose. Let's maybe try to sink this birdie, but 20 foot putt, just get it near the cup. It's downhill, so it's gonna break. Maybe a little more than that. Let's go half a square over. Got it. Flat stick is saving our bacon today because we're not hitting a lot of fairways. Saving our bacon. This pin's on the front of the green and it's a long shot, so can't really expect the trajectory of the ball to stop it too much, but we'll see what we can do here. I think that was toey. Hopefully it goes far enough to fly the bunker. All right, we're on. Let's see if this flat stick saves our bacon again. What's up, Shankum birdies? What's up, my friend? Trying to get my swing speed on driver up. That's my new goal. So, needless to say, we're not hitting a lot of fairways. Trying to keep the swing or the ball speed between 150 and 160 today. Let's call it 150 or higher. How are you doing this morning? Are you at work or at home? Okay, we're hitting the ball speeds we want, but we're still coming over the top despite the very closed stance. 134 out of the rough's probably going to play quite long. Drinking some coffee and relax until work. Shankenbirdie says he works at 3 p.m. Okay, there's no reason in hell that ball should have gone that far out of that lie. Not a bad problem to have, but frustrating nonetheless. Maybe we can get near the pin here. Nope, just smoking everything. You would honestly think I was at 7,000 feet or something, like everything's going far. Pretty crazy. There's another bogey. Okay, let's continue our journey with driver. I think we're averaging, that water's pretty loud. I think we're averaging a pretty good ball speed, but still coming over the top. Let's really open up the stance here. Okay, we're gonna lose a lot of distance on these banana slices because the ball's effectively wasting some of its forward energy to go right. So, didn't quite hit the ball speed we were looking for, and the distance was pretty abysmal. Still coming over the top and heely, but I'm trying to swing a lot harder than I normally do, and that can certainly be to one's detriment. Oh, of course it hit a tree branch. Needed that to roll out to have any chance at par. Take our bogey and go to the next hole here. It's pretty flat. Maybe we leave it half a cup out. I don't know what's going to happen. It'll be close. What I mean is it'll be in. Flat stick is saving the bacon, boys and girls. 188 into a slight headwind. I would be lying if I said this is a comfortable shot for me. Let's see if we can get it over there. It was a very solidly struck ball, but not good enough. You're really not going to be on a green at that many. At 180 yards typically is a where I'm at in my golf journey. So I'm happy with this shot. I do got to fly some rough here though. Get left. Golf's hard, guys. If you see YouTube videos or you talk to people that say it's easy or that they can fix your problems in one easy this or one easy that, run the other direction. Flat stick saved us again. All right, let's try this dam driver. Very narrow fairway. Probably not a big chance of hitting it. But let's see if we can get the ball speed at 150 or higher. I call this stance the Jamie Bristow. Because that dude hits the ball a mile. Okay, we were at 157 ball speed, 158, and we're only a few yards off the fairway. Still only carried 260 though. So, work to be done. We gotta go an awful long way to get to the pin. I'm gonna aim over to the left for self-preservation because I don't want to put a ball in the water. Let's aim here. It's crazy what you got to do to keep from coming over the top. I didn't quite get a hold of that, but the outcome is outstanding. No complaints. Let's see if we can get near the pin here and get back to 1 over. I don't know what the green's doing. It looks like it's leaking right. So maybe do one of these. Yeah, that was pretty good actually. You'd be pretty happy with that in real life. Got a birdie look here. If you were within 17 feet of the pin, right, we were only 40 yards out, but you haven't left yourself an impossible putt here. And getting out of here with par is pretty likely. That thing really leaked. But we got our par. All right, what's the handicap on this hole here? We birdied the #1 handicap. It's mostly been a bogey fest here with a couple of pars and a couple of birdies sprinkled in. Well, no, I guess we got more pars than bogeys, right? This is the #6 handicap hole, 354 yard par 4. I think my shot shape kind of takes that water out of play, but again, we're not looking for any magic from the driver today. We're just trying to hit 150 or above ball speed. Using the Jamie Bristow here. That was a very, very badly struck ball. For some reason, just the heel is leading the way. Very poorly struck ball. Didn't hit the desired ball speed. None of the above. And we are way too far out to make anything happen here. That's going to cost us, but we must achieve the objective we're trying to achieve here, which is good ball speeds. And then once I figure out 150, we'll shoot for 160. Okay, there's your recovery shot from that horrible drive. We got to see what we can do to quit hitting the heel. But I also don't want to hit the toe. Pick your poison. Shankin' Birdie says he's got to get a new hitting mat because the $30 Temu one is not working. These ones off of Amazon, before I got this mat with the hitting insert, these ones off of Amazon are a little bit spendy. I can't even tell where I was hitting off the mat, if I'm being honest. I'm sure if I looked hard enough I could find it, but they ended up just turning into decoration. That's one of those things you can't really skimp on. You can skimp on a lot of stuff, but whatever surface is getting beat up by your golf club, you got to kind of invest some money into that. Not a whole lot of ways around it. What do we got here? 37. Needed that to sit. I can hear thunder outside. I hope our round of golf's not rained out, but at the same time, I'm tired. Going hard all the time. Not the same way Shankin' Birdies goes hard, but I got this Garmin Fitness / golf watch and it's always barking at me, saying I don't sleep enough, I don't relax enough, blah, 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 blah. It's like, I'm pretty sure we as a society, we sleep and rest plenty. Okay, flat stick saving our ass, and also the greens on this course aren't too terribly difficult. Let's hope we can maintain a good score throughout the rounds. I probably should leave here. I need to leave here in about an hour, so we might not get through both rounds. 127 into the wind. The problem is if I flush that club, it'll go over the back of the green. If golf were only that easy. If it was only a matter of 127, I'm hitting a pitching wedge every time, right? Wouldn't that be nice? Shankin' Birdies, if you have a local golf shop, they'll have hitting mats. They're usually over by some other stuff, but they're not very cheap either. Are we in Margaritaville? Is what it is. The simulator is not a place to practice bunker shots. I'd say it's pretty good for a lot of shots, but bunker shots, it is not good. It is nowhere near the same. Right? I ain't hitting that shot out of a bunker on the golf course today. A, because the bunkers are probably soaked, but it's just harder. Check the Facebook Marketplace. There's this place called Deal Depot here on the Facebook Marketplace in Utah, northern Utah. And for some reason, they had a whole rash of these nice hitting mats come through. And I got them. They were still $150 a piece, but they're 5x5, like they're perfect. And you can rotate them. So when you start wearing a spot out, rotate it again, right? You can get essentially 4 times the life out of them because you're also not standing in the same place all the time. We did not hit our 150 ball speed, not even close. Swing speed though, let's probably start taking a look at that too. I don't even look at that, so I don't even know where it is on my shit here. Club speed was 108. Luckily this is a par 5 because we have about a mile to go here. Little piss missile. It will achieve the desired effect, but everything's Healy today. Over the top and Healy. I'm honestly surprised that we're maintaining this score with the quality of shots I'm hitting from about the tee on into about 175. I felt the club turn in my hand. We're maybe okay. Chip up near the pin. Don't make me putt. Yes. You can't type Richard Sporting Goods. Man. I agree to censorship when it comes to people whose minds are not developed enough to absorb that information. But when you're talking about two adults in a YouTube chat, the fact that you can't type the word Richard, I don't know, man. I don't know. We have a Richard Sporting Goods here in Layton, Utah, and they've got a huge selection of everything. Mats, nets, simulator tees, you name it. I really quite enjoy that store. All right, guys, let's Jamie Bristow the hell out of this ball here. That ball was thoroughly Jamie Bristowed, but his ball goes straight. .250 carry. Let's see, it was closer to the sweet spot, but I came way over the top. I am still finding it, I am in awe of what you've got to do to not come over the top of a golf ball. But if anyone can figure it out, it's old Shelby here. He'll get it. That was thinned. We'll be doing the walk of shame. Flat stick's firing pretty good, but I have been thinning some shots. Luckily, we've only got 3.5 holes left. Yeah, I would imagine a Richard Sporting Goods in Houston would have a pretty good selection. And are we doing the walk of shame again? Golf is hard. This putt's not doing anything. Let's see if we can sink it and avoid disaster. Golf's just so popular here in Utah. There's a lot of reasons people say it's popular. Some people say it's popular because it's a wealthy person's sport and all these Mormons out here are doctors and dentists and people who inject botulism into women. I don't know, guys. Not even close. Club speed was 107. Smash factor was low, so the ball speed's not going to be worth anything. We'll get it. I'm a lot of things, but I am not a quitter. 190. Wouldn't say this is a comfortable distance for me. I wouldn't say that. That's something I would not say. We did find the fairway, though. Ooh, PGA Tour store. Shankenbirdie says he's got a PGA store and a Golf Galaxy in Houston. I love going down to the PGA store. Nice toey shot, and it's obviously heading toward the bunker. Luckily, it's super easy to hit out of bunkers in GS Pro, so I usually am able to get out pretty scot-free. Scot-free. Who is Scott anyway? Who's this Scott guy? See, that's way too easy. On another note, my breakfast today is going to be Domino's pizza, because we ordered pizza last night and there was quite a bit left over. Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, I love pizza. That's a good enough putt, I'd say. Be happy with that. Got to figure out this driver. We'll figure it out, though. We'll get it figured out. Hey, Jeffrey, welcome to the chat. Jeffrey says impressive setup. It's a pretty good setup, but there's some stuff I could do to it. Get some black curtains or something. It's very functional. I enjoy it. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you hail from? Do you play golf? Anything like that? Welcome to the chat. All right, guys, let's see if we can hit 150 or higher ball speed here. If not, at least maybe close to 110 head speed. Okay, we got 156 ball speed, 109 club speed. Objective achieved, but we obviously hit a tree. Shankenbirdie says he hits really well out of bunkers because he hits behind the ball. That is one of those places where it's acceptable to hit behind the ball. So that's good. I'd say 50% of the time, because I'm scared to fly over the green, I double hit out of bunkers. I think I'm at 40 or 50% double hits out of bunkers. And you can see that in some of my on-course videos. A lot of double hits out of bunkers. That ball felt really good, but of course it was pushed, and of course it's heading toward a bunker. It's almost like the course designer knows me personally and built this course just for me. So let's do our bunker magic again. Maybe stop hitting into bunkers. But on the bright side, being 27 yards from the pin on a 180-yard approach shot that's a good shot. That's probably something to not be too up in arms about, right? And then a few yards shorter and that would have been in the gimme circle. I have the gimme circle hidden though, for some reason. I don't know, I've been leaving these ones too high. Oh, another par save. We're only 3 over here on the Simulator Golf Tour, Web Tour. I think I played Web Tour. Thinking SGT, Pro, and Tips are just going to be nasty, nasty, nasty because you got to hit the ball so far off the tee to even have a chance at a par. Well, hell, the reason I'm hitting so heely is because I can't. Trying to get my lead arm across my boob. I can't clear my double D boob here. Okay, that was striped. 152 ball speed, 105 club speed though. Smash factor was higher. Maybe if I got a bra, maybe I'll go to Victoria's Secret after the golf course today and get a bra. 283, we're getting closer. I'm trying to hit that 300 mark. That's not going to happen over a weekend, but I think I have the flexibility and the strength to do it. I just need to get those things to transfer to the golf ball. And golf is already pretty damn hard. Right? That's crazy. Clubs are either going too far or not far enough. Certainly costing us strokes here, but guess when you're revamping your swing all the time, it doesn't help anything, right? Get your butt up there. You really gonna make us putt? Damn you. Thanks, Obama. Hey, Austin, how are you? Austin Sawyer's in the chat. He says you have the power already, just get the AOA up and you're carrying near 300. Yeah, I hit about 290 here locally outside. Carry is probably 260. I don't carry 290. But for some reason in the simulator, I'm sure you guys have heard me bitch about this a million times. I can't hit my driver worth a shit in the simulator. But I think if you can learn to hit driver well here in the simulator, because this launch monitor is it requires such precision, you'd be knocking the hell out of the ball outdoors. I do appreciate the kind words though, Austin. I thank you. Okay, you can see this was a tail of 2 9s. We shot 38 on the front, It wasn't a tail of 2 9s. The birdies saved us. 38 on the front, 37 on the back. Guys, this is not what I shoot on the real golf course. I'm a 20 handicap outside, which means I usually shoot in about the mid-90s. Golf's just a lot easier in the simulator. Let's check out the stats. Really, not many greens or fairways in regulation, but for a golfer of my skill level, I'd say this is acceptable. Ball speed's way up from yesterday. We were only hitting about 143 yesterday. 11 pars, 2 birdies, 284 longest drive that stayed on the fairway. Remember, this stat won't count if the ball doesn't stay on the fairway. Just like if you were doing a longest drive at a scramble or something, it wouldn't count. Okay, it's 8 o'clock local time here, Saturday morning. I've got a 10:10 tee time, and the course is about half an hour away from me. I think I might be able to squeeze in round 2, but I got to scoot. Okay, same as before, Sanderson Farms at Country Club of Jackson, but I'm guessing the stimp on the green went up or something. It always does. 6,300 yard tees, 5-foot gimmies. Nothing changed here. Nothing changed here that I can see, but I think we're hitting into breezy wind now. I think it was calm before. Let's get the round on the way. Hopefully I can finish up before I have to go slather on sunblock and get to the golf course. It just doesn't look very good out there. It's windy. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a rain check, honestly, but the course I'm playing at is half an hour, 45 minutes north of me. I'll have to check the weather. I haven't gotten any texts from anybody saying that they don't want to go, so we'll see. It's me and 3 of my buddies from work. If any of you guys ever want to come out to northern Utah or meet me in southern Utah, they have some really nice golf courses down there. All right, let's continue our journey. Hey Austin, what should my angle of attack be? Because I remember my golf coach talking about it too. Where is my AOA here? Attack angle, there it is. It's right under swing path. 0.7 degrees out to in on my putter. Imagine that. Okay, not quite. Little banana fade slash. Still coming out to in. Attack angle was negative 4.2, which I think is kind of near where it needs to be. I think my golf coach said something like 3.5 or something, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty new to this, but I'm learning as quickly as I possibly can. Okay, we got a nasty headwind, so we got to hit this ball kind of hard. And let's just try to get in the center of the green here. We don't want to be giving up too many strokes. That was a crummy off the toe shot that actually worked somehow. I just got to chip up. Shankin' Birdie says the golf's the one sport where double D's aren't helpful. I've never really been a very small person. My family is of European descent, and we're quite large folks, most of us. All right, that was the first hole. I got to get scooting here. I'm taking too long. Okay, another chance to use the big dog here. Let's Jamie Bristow the out of this ball. That dude hits so far. And it's always dead straight. It's absolutely maddening. That shot needs to just be erased from the memory there. That's a high flying ball there. 188. If I could take a small mulligan on that one, I would. That's absolutely going to cost us a stroke. It's too dangerous to try out of this lie for the green, but I could try maybe for the right side near that bunker. I can't afford to be hitting into the water though. And the ball's already going to want to go toward the water, but we do have some wind helping us out. Right. Austin says he thinks ideally you would like it around -1 to 2. Okay. It does depend on club head speed, so you could already be ideal. I'm using a regular flex shaft on this ping, but I do have my Sim 2 Max over here somewhere that is a stiff flex shaft. We'll have to see what happens, but I just vocalizing that, I'm pretty sure that I should be swinging with that stiff flex shaft anyway if I'm trying to hit as hard as I'm trying to hit, right? All right, that may have been a golf shot. Pretty lucky shot there. Oh, you ever get sick of hearing yourself talk? That's me right now. Rocking steady at even here. Another chance to hit driver. Let's get the Sim 2 out, wherever the hell that went. Hello. There it is. Let's give the old Sim 2 a shot. Sucker. If you are using the wrong shaft flex, it's not obviously going to make it so you never slice or hook a ball ever again, but you probably ought to be at least cognizant of it. That ball was high, but it was hit pretty hard. And it looks like we're going to be in Margaritaville. So much so that SGPRO had to think about it, freeze up and think about it. 147 ball speed, 109.7 club speed. And we carried a whopping 225 yards in SGPRO because the ball went so damn high. But the attack angle was -1.2. Blah, blah, blah. We've blocked ourselves out from the green, so let's just try to get up here. Oops. We're into a headwind too, so the launch monitor raw data is showing a greater number, 250 carry. Dude, don't tell me that's going into that other bunker. That's too many margaritas in quick succession. You get drunk too quick. 90 yards out of the rough. Let's just get on the green. Don't need any heroics here. Let's just aim for the center of the green. Another fat shot. It's not in the center of the green, but it is on the green. This is about 62 feet feel. I just topped the golf ball with my putter, if you can believe that. Okay, we were on in 2, but now, or on in 3, excuse me, but now we've kind of blown it. Let's just get up there. I don't think that's going to be in the circle still. Making some rookie mistakes. Oh boy, that broke hard. Okay, that was a completely unnecessary double bogey. Just real poor play there. 150, we got some wind. That was completely unnecessary there. It should have been a par, but now here we are with no par. What happened there? Ooh, toey mess, toey mess. Let's get out of here with a par. Being on in 1 is always a good thing, because then you can let your putter ruin your round instead of your wedge. That was garbage. What happened there? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Wilbur. Okay. So that's 3 strokes over 2 holes. No harm, no foul. Remember, at the end of the day, it's just a video game. Let's see here. Still slicing over. Oh my God, dude. What was, oh, it was still over the top in Healy. That's crazy. Why? It's a well-known fact that the ProTee VX is very, very sensitive to over-the-top shots. I wouldn't say it's really a secret at this point, especially as much as I gripe about it. Okay, that had pretty high trajectory for a punch shot, but here's what we're doing, and that's what we're doing. That was not a good chip shot. that was a really bad chip shot. Bogey trains left the station. Destination somewhere. Hogwarts? School of Magic? Still went right. Did you see how wide open my stance was? Excuse me, closed. It's crazy, dude. What's that replay show? Am I coming over the top in the replay? Yeah. Okay, we'll just have to close the stance more and more and more until something happens. Until we're doing stuff Jim Venetos style. I still don't really know how to pronounce his last name. That's my bad. I mean, it does work. It just feels super weird. Super weird. Let's not give the cup away. .177 is not a driver hole, right? That's crazy to be that closed and still pull a ball that far to the left. Guys, sometimes the heart wants what the heart wants. And if the heart wants to pull a ball super hard to the left or push it to the right, you give your heart what it wants, damn it. That bogey was earned. Should have been a little closer to the green to begin with. Ooh, that was striped. Okay, 268 carry. Like, you couldn't hit that water again if you tried, and it won't let me play it as it lies, unfortunately. Move back to the fairway, yep, drop ball. Guys, that ball was striped. 104 to the pin. I don't understand the disparity in the club distances here, but we'll be okay. I'd say the greens, even though it said they were the same attributes, they're playing a little more unforgiving. They're playing faster than it would seem. So that's a double, unfortunately, because that drive hit a 3-foot wide strip of water. Okay, gotta figure out how to stop coming over the top. 150 into the pin. Yeah, that was a bad shot. We got penalized pretty good for something. 244 in the launch monitor and then 220 carry. I think maybe we had a headwind. Well, also, the shot was not phenomenal, right? Oh no. Let's get out of here the best we know how. The road to Bogeyville leads to me. Toey mess. Let's see where it lands. Will it get up on the green at least? Barely, and it stopped. We're hitting pretty toey. We need to get it a little more snug up to the ball. Get that restraining order. 62, playing about 56, methinks. Nowhere near the hole. That was strange. Greens are playing, either I lost my mind or the greens are playing a little more unforgiving. I'm not sure what it is. .477, we got some water on the upright, nowhere near where I would hit or where anyone else would hit for that matter, not even Bryson. That's exactly what we were looking for. 157 ball speed. Club speed was 108. And let's see how far we carried. 289. That's exactly what we're looking for. I just had to close my stance so much, it's almost unbelievable. Look how closed that stance is. I'm using a pretty strong grip, not firm, strong, right? And that's how closed I had to be to get the ball to go straight. And it still didn't go straight. 188. That's a pretty uncomfortable distance for me, but we'll try to get it down there. I just got this Ping 4-iron in the mail yesterday. It's a replacement club. And 4-iron is certainly not an easy club to hit. So that one is gonna head over to the left. It wasn't pulled, it was actually a draw because it was towy. What's new? Let's see if we can be on in 3. Should be able to escape with a par, maybe a birdie. It's not a bad putt. It is 8:30. I got to think about getting out of here soon. Nice. That brought us down to 6. Had a few rough holes there, guys, like super bad, not cool. Let's see if that super ultra closed stance helps again here. I think I hit it, yeah, wrong side of the sweet spot, but we will be on a fairway or near one, provided the ball stops rolling. 158 ball speed, 108 club speed. You guys can read that stuff yourself. 295, still over the top. SGT, the map's got us aimed in a very strange place here. Well, I just did that. That's not the map's fault. But we, of course, want to be aimed at the green over here. This is going to be super leaky. Super leaky, not fun at all. Oh, it didn't break. I think we're going to roll off the green. That's your rookie golf right there, guys. Classic example of not being able to put a simple putt next to the pin. We'll take that. Can't stop a putt near a pin, but I can chip in off the green. I digress, guys. I digress. All right, let's finish this round out. No more lollygagging. We got a headwind. At least stay out of the bunker. That's not a bad shot. I think that's too far out. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh! Should have just left that in the cup. That was a little squeaker right there through the side door. Was that Healy again? And over the top. GD it. Gonna stop there. Not bad. We didn't hit 150 ball speed, but 105 club speed. We're getting there. You really want to not leave yourself in positions like this on freaking par fives. It's sucks, I guess is the word for it. Ball got deflected back into the fairway. That was not a good strike, but still a good result. We're 135 in. Let's just get on the green. Golf side kick style. That will not be on the green or anywhere near it. But we're closer. Let's see if we can be on in 3 and maybe have a birdie look here. Looks like we have a backstop. Oh, it might be a birdie proper. I think it's going to make us putt though. No, it was a par proper. Suck. 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 That's from Spaceballs. I'm not being a weirdo. Let's try to stripe this ball pretty good. Starting to figure out what will work and what will not. We'd have driven the green, but it was too far to the left. Very, very good shot. 270 carry. Ball speeds, I would say, are consistently above 150 here. And I'm sure I'm positive I will fill this in the morning. Roll your little ass up there, please. Uphill putt, it's a little breaker, maybe right there. For birdie. $395. These SGT tours are a lot more enjoyable when you're not 500 yards from the hole on your approach shot. I will tell you that. Ah, damn it. Not quite. Don't hit that cart path. $150. Shite. Let's just get on the green. We do have a tailwind, but we're going to aim for the center of the green. Ish. A little low, but it's on the green. A little bit thin, I think. Thin and toey. Let's let the flat stick do its work. We got to hit 47 feet. Uh-oh, we've got a putt forthcoming. At least one. Let's just leave it in the hole. We're almost done, and then I gotta go slather on sunblock and shovel my face full of breakfast pizza so I can go to the golf course. But it looks pretty bad out there. Who doesn't love a good breakfast pizza, right? Am I right? Okay, we seem to have better success with this stiff shaft on the Sim 2. Oh, that ball was hit so well, but is still somehow going right. We're probably going to have a bit of tree trouble. No, we'll try to punch out of here, but it's deep. Not a good drive at all. That thing, 250. We lost something. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the wind or something. I don't know. First well-executed punch shot in like a few days. Let's chip up. Ball's gonna wanna go a little left. of duffed it. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna make this putt. Let's take our bogey and move on to the 18th hole. I will try to get it close though. Pretty decent 2-putt. We earned that bogey. That chip should have been a no-brainer, but even no-brain stuff is hard when you don't have a brain. I'm just kidding. I'd say my IQ is at least room temperature. It's at least in the 70s, maybe 72. Let's close the face to about 11:30 here. Boom, that might be the best one all day. 156 ball speed, 110.5 club speed. Unfortunately, it won't count as a fairway in regulation, but it did go 277. And I am absolutely gonna feel every one of these lovely little shots in the morning when I wake up. We'll need to ensure a good stretching regimen, or we're gonna have a real bad time. Another toey shot. At least we're not in Margaritaville. Let's get up and maybe get a par, but we're probably looking at a bogey here, which ain't bad at all. It'll put us 7 over for the round. And I think not even 10 over for the tournament. Pretty hard to complain about that. We got to hit this about 30 feet of feel to get it to the cup. I think I pulled it, but that should end the round. Okay, it looks like we went 7 over. There's a couple of blue boxes here with white borders, which sucks. But they were only doubles, they weren't like triples or quads. Let's hurry and check the stats and then sign off for the day. 9 pars, 2 birdies, nice. 5 bogeys, 2 double bogeys, medium nice. Longest drive was 296. Best ball speed was 158, so we are improving pretty rapidly because I just started doing this morning. 30 putts, 2 sand saves, 43-minute round. We had 8 greens and 2 fairways in regulation. And then the other numbers make no sense to me. And I may need to look them up, but I probably won't. Let's head back out to the GS Pro splash screen and shut down the simulator here. I got to load up my golf bag. Probably going to take the Sim 2 out to the golf course today instead of the Ping. Shankin Birdies says, good games, good luck to you on the course. I appreciate the kind words, sir. I'm not so sure what's going to go on the course, though, because it looks pretty gross out there. Worst case scenario, we drive up to Brigham City and decide not to play and maybe have some breakfast with my friends and come back home and do my chores, and maybe I'll see you in here. Maybe I'll decide to have too many beers. I don't know. You never know what's going to happen on a Saturday when you got time on your hands and some beer in the fridge. Man, I got way too many golf clubs. Said no one. We need all these head covers. Are we taking the 3-wood out today? I don't know. I love recording on-course footage. I don't like editing it, right? It's kind of like I want my cake and I want to eat it too. And it's not like I make money making YouTube videos, so I think I might take some on-course footage, like hook my camera to my push cart and just put it behind me and record my shots, but I don't really want to. I don't want to do the required editing. Lazy. I'm a lazy fat American. I don't want to do any editing. The 4-iron that I hope I never have to use because it's so damn hard to hit. It's so damn hard to hit. All right, we should be good to go. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in a later video. Turbo Talon Golf signing out.